They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. These two largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. With jet sweep pass. Running with power. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Their last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. At the 35, he's open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
First down here for the offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
The give to the left side. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Well, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Caught at the 25. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air. It's Kendricks. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over them. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And the ball's on the ground. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw. It's Kendricks. A little screen to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he won't White get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Let's go. Running back goes in motion. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Tackle is made after the first down. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay. You got to go for it in these situations.
Quarterback extends the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Offense in a bunch formation. On the option. Quick toss. Bulls his way forward. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second down coming up.
691, Gators far. Out 55 feet.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Little touch pass to the receiver. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. Catch. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kendricks. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on.
Going for it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
In that 3rd down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat him up front.
Gets away from one, finds room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Pulls and fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
He wants to go deep. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Back to throw, it's Kendricks. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone out. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The run to the left. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll try the right side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. He's right on target. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Kendricks. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Firing to the right, complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he got loose, it was all over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. On the move. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but still counts as a sack.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for a running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. 1st down here for the offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Trying to get to it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Turns it loose.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll try to pass their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. On the option. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You can call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is...
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Yeah, I love coaching staffs that want to stay aggressive, and here's a team that's up in the fourth quarter, and the coach is still letting his guy throw the football around, but you got to make better decisions. I mean, at this point...
It's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to...